Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and this is a Yale 70mm discus lock. And I actually quite like this. Abus seem to get a lot of credit, and quite rightly so, for their Abus discus padlocks. But I actually rate this one quite highly. Just like lots of the discus padlocks, the keyway is quite small, but this is actually a relatively tight version of the Yale keyway. And there's an awful lot of spring tension. Can you sort of hear that? So, and then once it gets open, then it's quite a heavy turn. So I think the hardest part about picking this lock is that small tight keyway. Oh look! Oh wow! Look, all the rust has just come out, and the fact that it's got a really strong internal spring on the core, plus that weight of that shackle. How are we going to pick it? Well, do you know what? I rarely ever do sort of hybrid picking, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use a combination of rake and pick, and this is a 23,000th shallow hook, which is slim enough. This is a Southall Max pick, slim enough to get around that tight warding, and the worm rake purely because it's one of my favourite profiles. Okay, so let me throw this in a vise and I'll show you how I open it. Okay, so we're in the vise, and what I've got is it's a Southall tension tool, which is slimmed down here, and it sits in the keyway, and not all the way, just enough to get tension too far in, and it tends to block the keyway a little bit. Very strong spring tension, so just trying to balance that is probably the hardest part about picking this lock. Sparrow's worm, and we're going to go in, and we're going to try and rake those pins but using a rocking motion, starting out high in the lock, then working way down, pulsing that tension if I need to. And I think we managed to get the pick out, which is good. Now we're into a false set. It's going to go in and just see what needs to be set now, and I think it's pin 1, which needs to be set very high, so be very careful here that we just stay on pin 1, we don't lose that false set, and we haven't, we picked it, and there we go. Let me just take that out of the vise, and I think we have an open. There we go, and actually that's in itself, opening this feels quite heavy on the lock, so yeah, pretty solid little lock this, the 70mm Yale discus lock, very cool. Alright, hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you all next time.